Talking about awful individuals, there are two channels I want to tell you about. Channel number one is this one, Accent Master. This is my channel. It's an awesome channel. It has already 211 videos. This channel is a direct response to this. You know what this is? Julien, whatever, Miquel is a massive YouTuber. 2 million subscribers, 59,000 videos. Yes, you read that number right. If you want, you can subscribe to keep learning. Problem is, you're not going to learn anything. Now, I've spoken about him a few years ago, but I had no idea how deep this rabbit hole goes. And I am going to expose him now for what he's doing, because it's really making my blood boil. So, 59,000 videos, how? Well, how about posting 60 times a day? 60 times a day. I'm not joking. Like, if you open his videos, this is gonna be a crazy one, guys. 4 days ago, you're gonna see 4 days ago. Look, 4 days ago. You know what this means? It means that all of these were posted on the same day. 4 days. And finally we get to 5 days ago. For some reasons, it took a day off. And then 6 days ago, you will see it 60 times. So this guy has an average of 60 videos, maybe 30 videos sometimes when he feels a little lazy. This guy posts like a maniac. Now, generally speaking, I would appreciate that if he wasn't misinforming. But the guy is absolutely misinforming. Because believe it or not, Julien Miquel is probably the largest and one of the most viewed and economically successful pronunciation channels on the entirety of the platform, and you will find him on Google. You ask, how do you pronounce, put a word, this guy, no matter the language, is going to be the first top pick on Google. How does he do it? Is he a language genius? No, he makes it all up. He has the only thing, if I'm going to be, I can't stand the guy, but I'm going to try and be analytical here for a second. If we were to do a proper assessment, his mother tongue is French, so of course his tutorials on how to pronounce French words, good. You want to watch those? Feel free. His English is decent for a Frenchman. Take that as you will. His Japanese, his Mandarin, his Swedish, his German, his Italian, laughable. Zero training. This guy hasn't got a clue what he's talking about. His Latin. You want to see his Latin? I'll show you. Want to see his Latin? Julien Miguel Veni Vidi Vici. I just said it the ecclesiastical way because I don't want to spoil the correct way. He says how to pronounce this correctly. And the fact that he started putting correctly, by the way, is hilarious because before it was all incorrect. So he had to redo the same videos. But even when he puts correctly, because he hasn't got a clue what he's doing, they're also incorrect. Check this out.
We are looking at how to pronounce the famous quote and Latin phrase attributed to Emperor Julius Caesar himself, meaning I came, I saw, I conquered. The way he would have said it would have been Veni, Vidi, Vici. Veni, I came, Vidi, I saw, Vici, I conquered.
3 mistakes in a 34 seconds clip doesn't exactly inspire confidence to me now, does it? First, Julius Caesar, or Julius Caesar, was not an emperor.
Is attributed to Emperor Julius Caesar himself.
Not an emperor. He was a dictator, and he spoke that to the Republic. There was no empire, because the first emperor is his adoptive son, Octavianus Augustus, or Octavianus Augustus. That's the first thing. Then, for anyone who's going to say, but maybe he meant that this is how it's pronounced in ecclesiastical pronunciation or Italianate pronunciation, or more of a modern... No, because he said...
Meaning, I came, I saw, I conquered. The way he would have said it...
The way he would have said it implies this is supposed to be classical Latin in the reconstructed pronunciation, which of course I know you all know it. Veni, Vidi, Wiki, with all the vowels long, by the way, for those who are interested in phonemic vowel length. But regardless, in the comments, of course, they roast him. But the problem is that if you look at a lot of his content, you know what the comments say? whenever he does stuff like this, whether it be Mandarin. Mandarin is like, I'm going to show you, you're going to explode. But now we're going to do a little test. I'm going to ask you guys where you're from, and we're going to check, oh, you're from Germany? Let's see how his German is. You're from Sweden? Let's check his Swedish. We're going to check his Italian, and I'm going to explode and lose my shit. But in general, he doesn't know what he's talking about. What you are learning, okay, so that we are clear here. What you're learning is Hebrew, nothing. Whenever you click, you're not learning how to pronounce whatever the heck word you're looking for in said language correctly. You are learning how he mispronounces it as a complete, total, untrained person. Not even a beginner. He doesn't study this stuff. It's clear. That's what you're learning. And people in the comments are like, thank you so much. I had no idea that's how it's pronounced. I didn't know. And neither does he know. Lovely that he calls it slop. Yeah, that is exactly good. Yeah, you want to see it? Okay. How do you pronounce this correctly in Italian? He has 2 videos. Let's see the first one.
We are looking at how to pronounce this Italian food name.
Italian, yes.
Bruschetta. No, in the US it is said as bruschetta. In English, in the UK, bruschetta. In Italian, however, it is to be said as bruschetta.
So, he got everything wrong. When it comes to the Italian, all he does, and he's being paid, we're going to get to the money now, he's being paid to just put on the mockery. A mozzarella, a bruschetta, a prosciutto. That's what he does. Right? So anyone can do this. Not only that, but he also was wrong because Americans say bruschetta and English say bruschetta. So he even got that wrong. How? How do you get that wrong? So anyways, he made a second one. Let's see, maybe he improved.
What is up, guys? Buongiorno, this is Julian.
Buongiorno! Buongiorno!
The Frenchman who makes pronunciation videos here on YouTube, and we are looking at how to pronounce the name of this Italian dish. This is more of an antipasto to be served before a meal. This is a dish that consists of toasting bread and drink.
Shut it. Just tell me how it's pronounced. Where is it?
But rather bruschetta. Then
A bruschetta.
because there is a double T here, insist on the E and the double T. Bruschetta.
A bruschetta. No Italian says it like that, you absolute clown. So, I'll give you 2 options so you can compare and contrast. Compare and contrast before I lose it. Standard Italian, bruschetta. So, closed E, bruschetta. Bruschetta, bruschetta. People in the south, bruschetta with an open E. That's it. He literally does boopity boppy boopy. He will do boopity boppy boopy boppy. And that's Italian. And he's going to say crostini. That's what he does. I want to see this one. Come on. Go. Shut it.
In Italian, it is not
even in Italian. He's putting on the accent even.
normally said as panettone.
See, panettone. No, it's panettone. Panettone. Panettone, not panettone. So he has the fake accent, but you want to see Mandarin? Mandarin Chinese.
We are looking at how to pronounce this Chinese name, as well as how to say more interesting Chinese names and words as well. So make sure to stay tuned and consider subscribing for more learning. How do you say it? Huang. Pretty straightforward once you know.
Pretty straightforward once you know implies you need to know it. So this is, it's a surname. It's also the word for yellow, and it's pronounced Huang, second tone, Huang. Oh, Metro, but you're so condescending. I don't care. I'm arrogant. Yes, I take it. I embrace it. I'm the most arrogant person on the planet. At least I know what I'm talking about.
Chinese name, as well as how to say more interesting Chinese names and words as well. So make sure to stay tuned and consider subscribing for more learning. How do you say it?
How?
Huang.
I know that if you're Chinese now, You flipped the table so hard. The CCP authorities have already arrested you and you are being sent to prison for disrupting public peace. I know. I'm sorry. 对不起. I hope you enjoy Japanese. Why am I even doing this? I'll show you why this pisses me off, by the way. Let's go.
We are looking at how to pronounce this name, the name of the capital city of Japan. We'll be looking at how to say more useful Japanese vocabulary, so make sure to stay tuned to the channel. So in English, it is said as Tokyo, Tokyo. Now, if you want to hear how it is said in Japanese, it is normally pronounced there in Japan as Tokyo.
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 It's a mockery. It's a mockery. Like, good luck with the... So this guy has zero understanding. Zero. Phonetics, nothing. Pitch, forget it. Doesn't even know exists. The Japanese say Tokyo. It's one of those that it's a... I'm losing my mind. Tokyo. So he's basically putting on a racist accent for every person, every culture, stereotypical, whatever, and he's being rewarded monetarily for this. And I can find a million of these. A million. It's nonsense. All of it. He doesn't have a clue what he's doing. Now, the reason why I'm so pissed is because we're going to go to Social Blade now, and we're going to put his name. So you see how much money he's making by doing this. So he will go there, butcher your language, whichever it is. Zero training, no idea what he's doing. And then, people will thank him. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm so glad. And then they'll go to freaking Japan and China. They'll try and do, And the Chinese are like, what? It's like, I don't know. This guy told me he's amazing. 2 million subscribers. I forgot his name. There he is. How much money does he make? So this guy makes... monthly estimated earning, ditch the bottom, I'll tell you why in a second. This guy probably in AdSense alone gets somewhere near $100,000 a month, which means that he makes around $1 million a year for this. Now, you might say, oh, but are you sure? Because maybe this is wrong. I mean, some people are like, but Social Blade gets things wrong, or maybe it's the low one, maybe it's 60,000. No, it's not, because I can see the number of views, and I'm a content creator. Okay, so I know exactly what this translates to. It's accurate. As you can see, he posts 623 videos a month. Obviously, he doesn't need to research anything. He just improvises nonsense. He improvises. We will do Social Blade. He'll read it in the way it's pronounced in America is Social Blood. Social Blood. Now you know. Pretty straightforward. That's what he does. And it's driving me insane. This is the Antichrist of education. Okay? And again, when it comes to Social Blade, I know people will come and tell me Social Blade gets in trouble. Look, my channels are on here. And not only it's accurate for every single one of my channels, I got 7 channels on YouTube. It's accurate for every single one of my channels that are monetized, but in fact, the top end is lower than what I'm actually making on AdSense. Now, I'll keep how much I'm making private, because these days, privacy, it's a mirage, and it's already so rare that I prefer not to say exactly how much money I make. This guy is making monstrous amounts of money doing this. So I created his nemesis. This, I'll show you now. I created, where the heck did I put it? Accent Master. My channel, already 200 videos just for Italian. Just to redeem my own language and honor, I created this channel. I'm going to give you the link if you want to support this project of anti-diseducation in order to, hopefully one day, get to a point when someone is Googling, they see me. Because at least with me, you know it's going to be real. And I'll give you an example anyways. I'll give you the link if you want to support this wonderful project of mine. 1 second. Please. So here it is. For those of you who are like, you know what, it's kind of cool. I want to help a Metatron out. I want to help a friend. How does it work? On this channel, we have professionals, experts and native speakers teach you the most correct pronunciation in multiple languages. Everything is professionally recorded. any mention to that, guys, completely. Double checked, so you can trust us 100%. No AI used in the process, all real professionals with love, passion, expertise, and also annoying degrees. So that's that. So let me show you what it looks like. Okay? In fact, if you watch this, Miguel, while you're sipping your wine, apparently he's an expert wine sommelier, something, whatever the heck, and he should have stuck to the wine. But if you watch this, here is how it's done. How do you pronounce samurai? What he would do, I don't know, samurai, and now you know. Just completely making it up. Let's go. Welcome to Accent Mastery. Today we're going to... Welcome to Accent Mastery. Today we're going to learn how to pronounce samurai, 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 samurai. So it's not pronounced samurai. It's not pronounced samurai. It's not pronounced samurai. Samurai. Having established that, and for advanced learners, let's jump into pitch accent. This is a zero pattern, so heiban pattern, which is the so-called flat pitch in Japanese, or accentless words. So we start low, sa. You can see this is low, sa. And then we go high, mu, ra, i. So these stay high. So you go from low. Given. Probably this took a little more effort than whatever the heck he does. But wouldn't it be better, Mr. Miguel, to not post 60 times a day, maybe cut it to 30? But then again, $1 million, guys. $1 million. I mean, how can I fault the man? He's rich. So I guess from a business perspective, problem is, don't you care about people not learning anything? Let's continue. I'm reacting to myself. Is this normal or do I need professional help? Imagine it like these were notes in a piano. You start low, sa, you go high, mu, sa, mu, and then keep high, rai. Now, interestingly, if you look at the actual representation here, it does appear as if it's going ever so slightly lowering, but not a dramatic drop like you would in other words. That's fine if you want to try and mimic that, or you can keep it perfectly flat. It's okay. But it needs to remain high. And if you were to add a particle here, it would also be attached high. So, samurai wa, samurai wa, samurai ga. Okay? So, samurai, samurai, samurai. Also note that it's a mu rather than mu. I think and then I say thank you very much. If you have questions, feel free to ask. Yeah, that's considered a flat accent, or even, that is considered in Japanese a accentless word, or a flat accent, when they start low and they go high and stay high. There are 4 different pitch patterns. But anyways, that's of course for the advanced speakers. But what I'm trying to demonstrate here, first, I'm trying to repair all the objective damage this guy has done within the educational space. And the people that actually wanted to know. They were curious. How do you say it? And then they go there and he's going like, bruschetta, bruschetta. So that one. Or the freaking thing in Chinese. I will do on this channel, guys. At this point, whether it monetizes or not, I don't even care. Given, am I going to lie to you and tell you, you know what, if I start making $1 million a year here, I'm not going to touch the money. No, I am going to touch it. I'm going to touch it all right. I'm going to cover this house in armor, medieval stuff. Great. Okay, fine. Video games everywhere. Buy whatever the heck the wife wants. Absolutely. But even if it doesn't happen, and this channel doesn't even get monetized, whatever views I get, I will consider it a victory against the anti-educational slop that this guy has been pushing out for years and has enriched over. Because to me, it's unacceptable. I don't know what to tell you. So please support my accent master. I will have Mandarin, Chinese, all divided in playlists. Italian already has 200 words because it was driving me nuts. And then we will do English. We'll do every language I know. And for the language I don't know, if you're like, oh, it'd be nice to have a section on German, I'll get a German. I've got plenty of friends who are really good and they can help me out so that I don't have to go there and freaking record warum, whatever it is. So, and maybe have an accent that it's not great. So with the languages that I have training in, I'll do it myself. For the language that I don't have training in, I'll collaborate. I really like this, but in general, I'm doing it because I need to become his nemesis so that people can learn it, because it pisses me off.